Everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Sharmaine and today we're doing a video on my most anticipated sequel. That's what I would say this is. So the original series was the Mara Dyer series by Michelle Hodgkin. This is number 1, I think. So when this book came out, I didn't know anything about Michelle. She's the author of the books. I really like the cover. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I did indeed judge the book by the covers. So if you look at the covers, they're really, really cool. Like, they were photographed under the water. They look really neat. This series, I burned through all 3 books in about a week. Once I started, I am actually, like, if you can be in love with book characters, I am in love with these book characters. There's Mara Dyer, and there's Noah Shaw, and, okay, I'm just going to read you the synopsis on the back. So it says, you wake up with no memory of the last few days. Your friends were killed in an accident that you miraculously survived. Your family has moved to another state to escape the fallout. You meet a mysterious boy who seems to know more about your past than you do. You start seeing things that can't possibly be there. Are you afraid you are afraid you're losing your mind? Can you keep it together? Mara Dyer is about to find out. So there's an accident and something happens, as you can tell by the back of the book, and she ends up moving states, and then she starts like seeing visions, and she meets Noah Shaw, and like it's a totally different world for her. She doesn't know anybody there. She's at this school and she has to like figure out kind of how to like pull her life back together, and she's like seeing hallucinations, and the book is so good. They are such good books. This is number 2 here is the evolution of Mara Dyer. So it says, you wake up from sedation in a psychiatric ward. You know you're not crazy and no one believes you. Your impossible past is catching up to you quickly. You uncover a secret too big to be untrue, and your boyfriend is keeping secrets of his own. Are you a walking target? Can you unravel the lies? Mara Dyer is about to find out. So as you can tell, she wakes up in a psychiatric unit. There's so many twists in like the first book that by the time you're finished it, you need to instantly read the second book. Like, it leaves you on such a good cliffhanger that you're just like, how is this happening? And like, the way that Michelle, like the author, writes is amazing. Like, I swear to God, my heart was like racing the entire time I was reading these books. I was so emotionally invested. I'm like actually so emotionally invested. And yeah, we'll get to the end of the Mara Dyer books, and then we'll talk about, I always say Dyer, I mean Dyer, and then we'll talk about the Becoming of Noah Shaw books. So the last book for the Mara series is Mara Dyer wants to believe that there's more to the lies she's been told. There is. She doesn't stop to think about where her quest for the truth might lead. She should. She never had to imagine how far she would go for vengeance. She will now. Loyalties are betrayed, guilt and innocence tangle, and fate and chance collide in this shocking conclusion to the Mara Dyer story. Retribution has arrived. So she ends up going to live in like a psychiatric unit, and she knows that she's not crazy, but like the way that it's playing out is like she's seeing stuff from her past from like an accident, but is it really there or is it not really there? And like there's stuff going on that just doesn't make sense, and like the way that they figure it out, it's such a good, I don't know, like you're instantly invested. So I read all 3 of these books like 2 years ago, maybe 3. It was something, I guess I should figure out when this was even published. Let me look at that. So this was published in 2011. And then obviously the rest of these came out. I did not buy them until the last one was published, which was this one, which was published in 2012. Oh, maybe that's the second one. 2014. But I don't think I even I don't think I bought them then. I wasn't like waiting, and then they're soft cover, and books usually come out in hardcover first. So I think maybe 2016, 2017 was when I read these. I have been waiting for the third book to come out because she did Noah Shaw series as well. So this is like the companion series to that series. And I have not started reading this yet because I have such a bad memory, and I also have a short attention span, and I want to be able to reread, like I'm going to reread this whole entire series once she comes out with that one. The only thing is with COVID happening, and then something happened, it's not my place to say, but something did happen to her, like family, and she's just been pushing the book back and pushing it back. So it was supposed to be like November of last year it was supposed to come out, and I think then February of this year it was supposed to come out, and I actually think before November of last year it also had a date, and now I've heard it's not coming out until 2022 or possibly 2023. So that is my most anticipated sequel, because if you've seen my book talk or my booktube videos before, you know that I like to have the entire series before I start reading them, because I have such a short memory, like hard time keeping all of my memories together for the books, that I need to kind of have everything at the same time so that once I'm reading it I can just like finish the whole series and then make my little notes on it so I can talk about it, or I have like a book review book where I write in like how much, like what my thoughts were about the book and what I liked about the book and what I didn't like about the book, that kind of thing. And so I'm going to end up having to reread this series once the third book of the Noah Shaw series does come out, and I'm really hoping that she is actually going to complete it. I don't know from this point if she will be or not. She used to be pretty like active on Instagram, and I haven't really seen anything from her in a while. It's not just me who's waiting. I have a Instagram friend who like we met because we were talking about the fact, because I had seen that the third book was supposed to be out in November, and it was like 2 weeks away from when I posted like, I can't wait for this book to come out. And I had taken like a screenshots of like the release date, because I have been very, very much anticipating this third book of this series coming out. And I shared it on my Instagram, and the girl like replied to me and she's like, oh, it's not coming out then, it's been like pushed back. And then we were talking about how disappointed we were, because she's actually read these books, so she knows what's happening. So she's like literally hanging on a cliffhanger trying to get the third one, and now we're not 100% sure if it's even going to come out, which I hope it does, because honestly the way that Michelle like writes her books, she's amazing. Like her in-depth story and the way that she covers like the characters and like makes you feel for the characters, like honestly, I'm not even kidding, if you can be in love with book characters, these are the book characters that I'm in love with. I actually will end up rereading this. I think I'm gonna make this like my beginning of 2020 reread, depending on when these come out. Because if the third one is coming out from the Noah part in 2022, actually, like it says it's supposed to, then I'm gonna try and reread these before I actually get to that one of these. And I really am hoping that it's gonna come out. I know that there's like 2020 wasn't great for everybody. I'm sure you guys know that. I don't really have to tell you that, but just the excitement of the books are kind of, like, I'm very excited to get these books. I think that they're going to be amazing. I don't know 100% if they're even just from Noah's side of telling the story, as like he's going through the Mara side with her, or if they're like a continuation or what happened. Like, I don't 100%, because I haven't read them yet. I don't want to read them until the third one comes out. So hopefully that book will be coming out in 2022. If you have read these books, what do you think of them? Are you excited for the third one to come out? Like, have you read any other books by her? Does she even have any other books? Like, honestly, I need to do a little bit more research before I do these booktube videos, but I'm kind of new at this, and honestly, I just really like to talk about books. So my research is pretty minimal, just so I can talk about the fact about how much I like books. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. I do have a giveaway that's going on. I'm going to be posting this on Friday, so there's like one more day for the giveaway. If you guys want to check that out, please do. After the 25 subscribers giveaway is done, I'm going to be doing a 50 subscribers giveaway, which I'm not going to be doing until the 25 subscriber giveaway is done because I don't want to end up like accidentally mixing them up and like doing the wrong thing. But I don't know. Do you guys like these book videos? Do you have like suggestions or comments? Do you want to hear about some of the books behind me that like you can see in the videos and you want me to like talk about them? I haven't read all of them. I do collect books as a hobby and then read books as a hobby, two very separate hobbies. My friend Stacy actually sent me a thing once saying that collecting books is like a hobby all on its own, and ever since she sent me that, in my mind I'm like, yes, exactly it is, and I like to collect them all. It's like trading cards except for books, and thank goodness I have this library. Okay, well that's it from me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!